Children, see this picture. What do you observe? A boy is running and at the top of the corner, a clock shows the time. Can you guess the lesson by looking at this picture? Yes, today's lesson is motion and time. Now, let us see what is motion. An object is said to be in motion if it changes its position with respect to its surroundings in a given time. Motion is a common experience in our life. We observe birds flying in air, buses, cars, autos, moving on roads, and many other objects around us in motion. Apart from observing motion of objects around us, we ourselves experience motion while we are walking, running, playing, etc. Next, let us see rest. An object is said to be at rest if there is no change in its position with respect to its surroundings in a given time. We observe many objects like trees, buildings, electric poles, etc. are at rest. Now let us see some examples of motion and rest. Observe the motion of the car. Now the car is at a point A. A car is going on the road. What difference do you notice in the position of the car? We notice that the position of the car has changed from a point A to B with respect to the surroundings. The car moved to the left of the children, but there is no change in the position of two children with respect to surroundings. Thus, we can say that the car is in motion, the two children are at rest while we observe them over a period of time. You can see another example. Observe the motion of a bird. The bird is flying. Initially, the bird is at a point A. The position of the bird changed from a point A to B. The bird moved to the right of the tree. So, the bird is in motion, but there is no change in the position of the tree with respect to surroundings. So, the tree is at rest. Observe the motion of a boy. Now, the boy is at a point A. Now, the boy is playing with football. The position of the boy changed from the point A to B. The boy moved to the right of the house. So, the boy is in motion. But there is no change in the position of the house with respect to surroundings in a period of time. So, house is at rest. A body may be at rest with respect to one set of surroundings and at the same time to be in motion with respect to another set of surroundings. Thus, motion is relative to the observer. For example, a passenger flying in an airplane is at rest with respect to other passengers. A passenger flying in an airplane is moving with respect to the airport. Motion is very important in our life. We know that it is due to the motion of the earth that the phenomena like sunrise, sunset, changes in the seasons, etc. occur. Now, we will learn about uniform motion and non-uniform motion. What is uniform motion? If a body covers equal distances in equal intervals of time, it is said to be in uniform motion. Non-uniform motion. If a body covers unequal distances in equal intervals of time, it is said to be in non-uniform motion. Next, let us see examples of uniform motion. Movement of hands of clock. Observe the motion of second hand of clock. It covers equal distances in equal intervals of time. Motion of minute hand and hour hand also like this. So, its motion is uniform motion. Next example, rotation and revolution of the earth. Rotation is the movement of the earth on its axis. Days and nights take place because of rotation. Revolution is the movement of earth around the sun in a fixed path. Revolution causes the change of seasons. In these two cases, earth covers equal distances in equal intervals of time. So, it is an example for uniform motion. Example of non-uniform motion. We observe the motion of a butterfly. See this picture? Observe the examples of non-uniform motion. We observe the motion of a butterfly. It covers unequal distances in equal intervals of time. So, this motion is non-uniform motion. Some more examples: motion of animals, motion of vehicles in a crowded place, a man running a 100-meter race, etc. Examples of non-uniform motion. We observe the motion of a butterfly. It covers unequal distances in equal intervals of time. So, this motion is non-uniform motion. Some more examples: motion of animals, motion of vehicles in a crowded place, a man running a 100-meter race, etc. Now, let us understand uniform and non-uniform motion through a story. We must have heard the story of rabbit and tortoise. We will take this story as an example to understand uniform and non-uniform motion. Here, the race between the rabbit and tortoise. They choose a starting and finishing point. A is a starting point and B is a finishing point. The finishing line is 50 meters from the starting line. For better understanding, we take distance covered by the rabbit and tortoise in every 5 minutes. Now, the race starts. The first 5 minutes, the tortoise went up to 10 meters. The rabbit went up to 50 meters distance. So, tortoise covers 10 meters distance and the rabbit covers 15 meters distance. And the next 5 minutes, the tortoise went up to 20 meters, the rabbit went up to 35 meters distance. So, the tortoise covers 10 meters distance, the rabbit covers 20 meters distance. Rabbit thought that the tortoise is too slow. I am sure to win the race. So, the rabbit decided to stop there and take a short nap. But the rabbit went to sleep. Meanwhile, tortoise ran slowly and steadily. In next 5 minutes, the tortoise went up to 30 meters distance. It covers 10 meters distance. In next 5 minutes, the tortoise went up to 40 meters distance. It covers 10 meters distance. In next 5 minutes, the tortoise reached the finishing line. The rabbit suddenly woke up and saw the tortoise just crossing the finishing line. The result is tortoise won the race. We make a table like this. We notice that the tortoise covers 10 meters in every 5 minutes. It covers the same distance in particular time throughout its motion. This type of motion is known as uniform motion. We notice that the rabbit in its motion covers different distances in a particular time interval. This type of motion is known as non-uniform motion. Okay, children, in next video we will discuss about other types of motion. Thank you.